Alright, what's up guys, it's me PupXC bringing you a gameplay commentary. It's a COD 4 game. I got it like a day or two ago. It's nothing really that special, but it'll have to do. So today I'm going to be talking about why I think retro games are more fun than, non-retro games. Like, I think that games that are older, and when I say older I mean like at least N64, GameCube, Xbox, PS2, those games count for the most part. So, yeah, you might be wondering, hey, why do you think these games are better than, like, 360 games and stuff, dude? And, my response to you is, I don't think those games are necessarily better than Xbox 360 games in terms of, like, the actual quality of the game and everything. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But I do feel that Call of Duty is less fun than playing GoldenEye. And I also think, like, playing, Gradius is more fun than playing Call of Duty and some other games, and, like, I can see why a lot of people are confused by this, because the solid majority is always like, no, it's old, toss it away, throw it in the rubbish bin. But, I'm kind of the other way around, and I want to break down why I think retro games are more appealing to me than your average first-person shooter nowadays. And simply to break it down, it's because you don't have to worry about a community. I tried playing Call of Duty Black Ops today, because the last time I played it a couple days ago, I recalled having a pretty good time. I was running around with the Uzi, getting 50 kills a game, and that's because I was with other people. So because I had a party with me, I was able to enjoy the game, I was able to pub stomp, blah blah blah. But if you play alone, you're on the receiving end of that. And the problem is, developers don't realize that the key to making a fun multiplayer game isn't having a good matchmaking system. And that means only matching or trying to match people in parties up with other parties, so there's always a challenge, and matching the lone wolves up with other lone wolves. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. It was like, oh my gosh, we're getting spawn killed, the other team doesn't know what my team doesn't know what they're doing, the other team clearly does. So I went and I played some, what did I play? I think I played Russian Attack. And I didn't say Russian Attack, I said Rush in Attack, like Rush space N Attack. But yeah, it's definitely more fun to play, like, single player only games or retro games, because you don't have to worry about the community. It's not like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, I can't play Call of Duty until 11 o'clock when all the little noob-tubing scrubs are in bed. It's like, okay, I feel like playing some Ocarina of Time. Go play Ocarina of Time, and it works. You're gonna get the same game any time of the day, whereas with a multiplayer game, it's based off of when you're playing. When I play early in the morning, if I remember last year, this is back in the Modern Warfare 2 days, I played the game at 8 AM sometimes when I just woke up, because I still woke up pretty early back then. 8 AM, that's like, wow. But I was playing the game and I was having a good time because, well, guess what? All the American players were, for the most part, asleep. Okay. But later on in the day, more people would wake up, more people would go play the game. So you kind of have a less of a good experience. Because, more noob tubers, blah blah blah. There's like more people playing. I don't know. Personally, it's not that I actually prefer the games themselves. The games are very good games. GoldenEye is a masterpiece. Oh my god, I played GoldenEye for like 3 hours straight today, and I enjoyed every second of it because GoldenEye is a boss game. But like, it's weird because Call of Duty is also a boss game, and I think Call of Duty might be actually more fun than GoldenEye for some of its own reasons. It has the Nazi Zombies mode, it has a bit more of a developed campaign. It has more going on for it, yet I seem to enjoy other games that are more simple more because I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the game's simpler, I can just sit back and enjoy. One thing I'm just going to cut myself off. One thing I really enjoy about GoldenEye, playing like old school games on the old school systems, is definitely the fact that there's no online multiplayer, because as good as online multiplayer is, you run into competitive people, and when you run into competitive people, it just isn't fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't run into I don't have a good time when I run into overly competitive people and I'm seeking a good time. Which really, it sucks. It really does. It's really unfortunate. Because, like I said, I was playing Black Ops earlier. And those games I did play. And after I rage quit out of headquarters, I was like, okay, this game has a mercenary option, doesn't it? I'm going to play mercenary. So I go in mercenary and I get... It's not that I lost, I actually won the game. But, I ran into ghost campers, I ran into this guy with a swastika emblem, and he was like yelling in game chat. It was just really unpleasant. And that's the problem. When you play multiplayer online, a lot of the people there are unpleasant, and unfortunately, nothing you do can actually change that. So rather than feed the system, rather than play the game and just put up with it, I decided I'm just gonna do something else. I'm gonna play some other games, I'm gonna blah blah blah. It's not to say I'm done playing Xbox, but I'm taking a break from playing Xbox at the moment, simply because I'm just disgusted with the people playing it. I'm not quitting videos, I'm not taking a break from videos, I still have a number of gameplays in the storage bin, if you will, and if I do run low, I'll just record some other ones, or record other games. If you want some, GoldenEye videos or something, just tell me, and I'll be more than happy to do it. So yeah, be sure to comment to show your support, guys. Bye.